Mm-mm. I mean, the walk has gotten decent, but not like that.
And he's super up underneath.
Yes. So he just got on.
Yeah, that feels yummy. Either feels yummy or it's about to be a bucket bronco.
He doesn't buck.
It's the same feeling.
He just likes his...
First time they feel a horse really come up, I remember Brandon's like, that feels like it's about to buck.
Oops, sorry, phone.
So you're picking up your hand anytime he lifts his head?
Yeah, so it's the hand and the head have a direct correlation. That the head comes up, the hand comes up. And that's just to keep the contact. So it's like if you won't keep the contact down there where I've given see the reins have weight. That's one of the nice things about these kind of rope reins.
Yeah.
Is they have some weight to them. And so you would start with a heavier rein to get a horse's awareness and attention, and then you would work your way to a traditional leather English, sport rein. But when you train them to the weight of the rein, and you just drop the weight, they just go with that little bit of feel and take that down there. So my reins kind of turn into sticks, where it's like I can push his head down there by pushing him the rein. Versus people think you gotta pull their head down and in. Like, see how much that he didn't like that as much. He went down there, but when I lift and it kind of invite him to take that, he's kind of gets that right away. And that's just lifting in the corners. It's not
On the bar.
on the bar pulling down.
No, I love it. Let's engage.
Now, where this eventually goes, because we need to be able to lift this horse's head up, okay? We need to pick them up, show them the jump, turn them loose. And they're going to have their head come up to do that, okay? At first, I invite him to take the feel, and when he does, I slip it to him, right? So he's not running through my pressure. I'm not teaching him to root, okay? Some people will do this, and it's like they teach the horse to root the rein out of their hand.
Like over.
On that lifting feel. We're not doing that, okay? But I got to get him first here, and it's because it's not about head down, it's about head more forward. When I go here and he takes the rein out the front, see, he's going more forward, and it comes through his whole body. That's why the back comes up underneath me, the belly lifts, the hind leg can come under. So when I get his attention here, it's just getting him to go more forward. What this starts to turn into is I can have him ready to go forward, hold that feel there, and I held that head in a bit of a frame for, 2 strides. So get him on there, hold, get him on there, hold it, turn it up. So we then build him up to holding that frame. Once we kind of have that, then we can pick it up that next level, and that would be shifting that weight, right? So the old dressage whip, and you bend the stick, and it's like there's the frame. Well, if I hold it here, say if this is the nose is down. If I just keep the same loop but go like this, it's the same bend, that just the nose came up, right? Because we shifted the weight back. It's not do this and then look at what the neck and the back look like.
Yeah.
A little bit of kiki's okay, but too much kiki is weird. So then I can say, get ready, and then when the leg comes on, the relief is going to come when he starts taking the nose forward. It's not really down. It looks like down. It's just more forward at this moment. So that he's being thoughtfully forward there. And then it draws through his whole body. And there's that trot that you were talking about. But when he trots like this, it's really high. put some discomfort there, so he starts thinking about doing something different. Me lifting up kind of starts to signal them to go down. And I can make it easier by riding that inside leg to the outside. That gets the shoulder and the ribs out of the way.
And this is what Clayton does all the time. It's all about.
Now that we kind of have that going, I can start maybe holding the inside and putting a little outside rein to compress it that little bit there. So now the outside rein pushes down and back
Keep
there.
that lovely horse.
There. Which makes a lot more sense than kind of how I would say people traditionally want to ride using that outside hand. But see, as soon as that comes, see, he starts getting in it a little bit more. Because he's already learned that. This is newer to him, so it's kind of easy to put it how I want it to be. So then I can fall back on that to help remind him where I want him to be. Okay. So I've turned him loose, change the nose, bring the new inside leg. There, I'm going to allow him to slow down because he kind of asked.
Yeah.
Right? We need that behavior from this horse currently. We don't want him taking over and throwing the brakes on in the future, but currently he needs to have a little more slow down and whoa in there, a little less rush off.
You have no idea how true that statement is. And we just have to side check the goat when he's doing because it's really
Shake him
cute.
up. Right, see his chin comes up to me.
Yep.
Shake him up and release him out the front. Now, a lot of times when we're first learning this, we're slowing down because we feel like we're falling forward. The horse slows down to catch their balance. I don't mind that. What'll start to come is I have to balance keeping the leg on to keep the hind leg under there. Okay? If they put their weight back over their butt, it's easy for them to go with their nose in the dirt and still be on the hind end dish. Okay? If you can just put your nose on and fall on your face. Okay? Like if you were standing there and I go, okay, put your nose by your toes and you just lean forward, you're going to fall over. But if you stick your butt way out the back, all of a sudden you can get your nose way low. So at first here, when he starts kind of getting on the brakes because he feels like he's falling forward while he figures out how to trot with his nose in the dirt, that's all right. I don't want to bring the leg on too soon because I don't want him to speed up. I just want him to figure out how to keep his balance. So we'll just kind of approach and retreat it slowly. And he'll realize I can kind of help him balance